Hello. Good day. Very different to be streaming in the middle of the day. Hello. Welcome in. I thought of a cringe redeem for you. Oh no. So hi. So we're continuing Scarlet Hollow today. We are doing the Rogue Trader stuff on Tuesday and Thursday. But when available, we will try and do some Scarlet Hollow on Saturdays. Miss Agoni, hi. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm not usually in your like time slot. Usually I'm whenever you're like going to sleep. How are you, King? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. I hope you're doing awesome today. How are you doing? What was your cringe redeem idea, Lamb? Ooh, smarty pants dance. Oh no. Oh, horrifying. That would be something I would consider putting on there, but it would cost a lot. Use your noodle from PB&J Otters. That would be funny. I do like that. Diarrhea and vomiting. I ate something that made me sick, but we're all right. Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you can get some rest and drink plenty of fluids. So, to recap, Scarlet Hollow, we are here because, someone in our family, I believe was our aunt, died, and we are here for the funeral. So far, it seems like our cousin is not too thrilled for us to be here, but our aunt did just die like a week ago. And we're from like the estranged part of the family where apparently like our mom and like the rest of the family had a falling out, and so we left. But we met someone who does cryptid hunting as like a YouTuber thing, and they seemed like fun, so we went to hang out with them. We went on a fun little walk in the forest, and nothing weird happened at all. Definitely not an old man dying. And there definitely wasn't like horrifying, weird Studio Ghibli monsters who were trying to eat a dog. So yeah, it was totally normal. And then now we're trying to investigate some things about the totally normal night at the mine that our family owns. They had a falling out because you left, I believe. Oh, okay, that does make sense, actually. Okay. So, we're currently in Chapter 2. I don't know how far into Chapter 2 we are, but we're, you know, we're at least like an hour into Chapter 2, I think. So, we're gonna continue. We're about to enter the worksite because, like, everyone else can't. Because Stella can't, because if she gets seen, like, she's already not allowed to be there. And then Kanika is the one who has to be our, like, I guess our communications person. Also, I don't think she can be subtle. I don't remember exactly who it was, but one of them said that they can't really be subtle. So now we're going to go into the worksite. Nothing to do now, but enter the worksite. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. But here we are. I'm happy to hear and see you. Oh, well, I'm happy to see you as well, Miss Agoni. I hope that you have a better day. Oh, Kanika's still one of the miners to like her. That's right, because she runs the general store. So she can't be unliked by them because she's the one that runs the store in town. Explore. Let's see. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. I'm in. All right, Morpheus. Good to know. Approach the nearest group of miners. Go straight to the main office to find your cousin. Now let's talk to some miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zach. Zax? Zax. Miner? I hardly know her. Oh. Truly. Truly a gem of comedy. The best jokes. Okay, you got a reason to be bothering us? I hate myself. No, it's the type of thing that I find ironically funny. But then I always hear that in, like, Aaron Hansen's voice, so... Who names their son Zax, by the way? Not Zachary, not Zach, not Zachariah, Zax. Alright. Who names their chicken restaurant Zaxby's? I don't know. People who are weird. Well, yeah, let's just introduce ourselves as Tabitha's cousin. Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, we know. Me and Davis were in the diner yesterday when you popped in. How can we help? You, seen anything weird lately? Nope. Nothing at all. Make sure to tell your cousin that, okay? Maybe letting them know you're related to Tabitha wasn't a good idea. Well, they already knew that. I didn't have to tell them that. They already knew. You ever think about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Miss the dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't the guy else said, he's gone. That's all that matters. I think we try and press them on that. What happened to him? What do you think you are? Some sort of cop? Just tell me what happened. Fuck off. Hey, Zax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Shift's about to start anyways. Sorry. Let's pack up their things and leave. I tried to be subtle, but already introduced myself at the diner. Fair enough. Let's go find another group of miners. Before you can reach the miners, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. You shouldn't have come here. It's dangerous. What are you? Flesh and blood. Much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget about that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. What's going to happen? Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Deckard, you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Wayne got the jump on me. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. I hate to say it, but with how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost. You hate to say it, Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Deckard. The game is reminding me a lot of Sally's Face. I haven't played Sally's Face, but I've seen some stuff about it, and I could see the resemblance. I think it's, like, vaguely reminiscent. Okay. So... he said some real ominous shit to me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety, that sort of thing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah, I care about your safety. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Yeah, Wayne trying to make me leave means we're on the right track. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Deckard, we got your back. Approach another group of miners. It means he wants to give you a little kissy. Somehow I doubt it. Hey there, can we help you with something? You fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Knocking into mines? Knocking? Not that I've heard. Can't have shit down there with the machines and men working. My dad used to work these mines before they brought in the continuous miner, the big machine that is. Told me stories about something that sounded like someone was pounding on the walls. No offense, Isaacs, but your daddy had a few screws loose. Rodriguez, he was a fine man. Any weird animal sightings? Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature-seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between. Funny odd noises. You're the only one who's not talking that much. I heard something a few nights ago. Like nothing I've ever heard. Some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaacs, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Tabitha. It can't be that bad here, right? People getting sick? You a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health. That's all on that front. Thank you. Anything else? Do you guys know Wayne? Wayne? You mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? No. Damn, I thought... He's dead, Isaacs. Get over it. No, come on, man, there's no way. How could he just die? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? You think? No. No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fellow to fall for her, charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Well, I'll ask about Tabitha, I guess. What do you guys think of Tabitha? How would you go and ask a question like that? You trying to insinuate something? Horrible woman. Now, fellas, let's not go just merching the fine gentle lady. If Smith is right, got a lot to answer for. Alright, fellas, I think we better cool it and get back to work before any of us say something we regret. Yeah, you're probably right. Do we check in? Just a heads up, the only group I see out there is pretty close to the main office. Might be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. I think we meet back up for now. We'll meet you by the van. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What's she doing here? I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try and catch up with you. Good eyesight for snacks. Right? Identified snacks. Stealth run. Leave the mining camp without Tabitha being alerted. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fading in the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point to a nearby mine. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. Oh, the baby. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Hey, remember those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels cursed. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down there. A lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down there. Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. You sure, Neeks? Decker and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. Much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. I'm sorry, Kanika, if I have to pick between you and Stella, I'm picking Stella because of the dog. Before you fall, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Do we tell Tabitha? Do we tell Tabitha? Because I don't know if telling her is a good idea. But also, not telling her could be dangerous, because if she stumbles upon us, then that could get us in trouble. No, I don't want to tell her. Because I feel like... I feel like maybe it would put her on good terms with her, but I don't know if that's necessarily something that we care about. So yeah, let's follow Kanika and Stella into the mine. Out of the loop. Go after Rosalina without letting Tabitha in on what's going on. Take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Yeah, this is true. So often people will expect that a cave would be cold, but as a mine goes deeper into the ground, it gets warmer because that's just how, like, heat works. Because the land is holding heat, and the further down you go, the more heat there is. Because, you know, the core is, like, molten and all that. Magma is part of it. It's also just, it's like pressure is also causing the heat, I believe, because the idea is that, like, there's so much, like, rock that's being pushed down on by more rock above it that it's just naturally hot when combined with the heat coming from the earth itself. I could be mistaken. I like, vaguely remember some stuff about, like, if you were to, like, drill a hole into the crust. Rock so hot. Hot rock. Alright. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad, you know, because of the child miners, or should I say the minor miners. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. Stuffed crust. Delicious. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Oh, look at this dumb baby. Actually, I snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage. Part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh, I don't like that. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. Sounds so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turned her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. These guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You, holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. That's not like knocking to you guys? A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens. Whoa. You don't think it's Tommy knockers, do you? Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. Okay, from this way, follow me. Kids are in so much trouble. You can need to follow still further into the mine. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Okay, so we can say something mystical about getting out of here. What are you guys even doing down here? Yeah, I am gonna go with the mystical option. There's something terrible in this place that wants to be left alone. Get out of here before it leaves its mark on you. Tell your creepy friend to leave us alone, General Store Lady. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? Fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where'd you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, because he's supposed to be at the shop right now. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. Yep, he's in trouble. It's not like anyone ever comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could if he could see this, stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? I don't know why. Confusing words. Dad's dead, Kanika, but if you were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little bit safer? I would say, because like, telling them not to drink, fool's errand. They're gonna do it anyway. However, Preferably don't drink in a place where not only is it very dangerous underground, it has already collapsed in the past and was not made safer. So yeah, can you at least not do it here? Oh, and what are you, an expert on mine safety? They only abandoned this place because there wasn't enough coal left to bother digging anymore. My dad told me he's an actual foreman at the continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about. Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe. We can hang out here anytime we want. Becca's dad's right, though. Check out how sturdy this place is. Yo, don't do that. That's fucked up. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. I will bury you here. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense to Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Quiet, all of you. Teen boy energy. I mean, it's true. That is teen boy energy. Can confirm. However, slapping the support struts of a mine is not a good idea. Especially ones that are this old. I don't care where your dad works, Becca. This place isn't safe. Just because the old timber struts have stood this long doesn't mean they'll stand forever. I'm not listening to what some 20-somethings have to say about where we're allowed to be. Ooh. Ooh. Absolutely cutting commentary. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Ah, I see. The edge. Anyway, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I'm sure Oscar had a good reason for that. He's a good guy, and he cares about you, Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? It's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to save your face. Or lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It'd be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. Oh, we have ads are about to start, so I will wait here and we will just stare at this happy little dog. What's the button to hide the interface? That's the one. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Why do you prefer noodle to Smarty Pants? I didn't prefer one or the other. I did not have a specific preference. So did. I genuinely I don't actually care one way or the other. This like sprite has Oh Brother vibes. It's very like Peanuts era. Oh brother. Is he wearing like Goku pants? Because I think that's like the symbol that Goku has on his jacket. What does that mean? It's just this face. It just makes me think of whenever Charlie Brown would say, "Oh brother." I can't comment on their attire because I wear a lot of, well, maybe not like this, but I do have like some of this stuff. You would. Look. I like to wear clothes that feel comfortable. And a lot of this stuff is very comfortable. All right. I guess I'll make a save, why not? Gretchen has a heart collar. She does! I did notice that last time. I like when they draw, it has 4 toes instead of the 3 toes, but I do like, how it's almost drawn like the Courage the Cowardly Dog foot. I do like his face. He's very cute. Alright. The ads will be ending soon. Me lucky 4-leaf clover paw. I do love that. Alright. Welcome back. Alright, so let's see. I'm not gonna weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad. I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Look, I'm genuinely, I don't actually care. I think that this is more a thing that you need to resolve with your dad. I think that you should talk about it somewhere that's not the mine. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of the mine. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, like, break into her own house. That is definitely not true. You absolutely can break into your own house. When I was a kid, I had to, actually, because my grandparents, when I was living with my grandparents, they locked the house by accident, and we didn't have the keys, and I think my mom was at work or something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was during the summer. And so I remember that my grandmother, like, had lifted me up to help me into the window of the bathroom so that I could get into the house to open the door from the inside. So, yeah, you absolutely can break into your own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved.
Aw, dang it.
Nope.
Aw, dang it.
Hi, Rix. I hope you've enjoyed your gambling. We do be gambling. With lives. No. You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house until it ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no, there's not a ghost. Had to come say hi. Today's my partner's birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday to your partner. I hope they have a great day. I hope you guys have lots of fun today. Now I'm gonna drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Ah, yes. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mind noises? What's the Majora's Mask thing? You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Oh, yep. Correct. That is what it is. It's Tommyknockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Stella, do you have no sense of self-preservation? Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. The fucking face. Hang on. I have to save that face for later. Here, I'm sending it to you, Lamb. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay. I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these two out of here while Deckard and I track them down, Neeks? Look, I know I made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you two alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? Or what if you run into something totally normal down here that you think is a ghost and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it actually is? Alright, knuckleheads, if I don't escort you two out of here myself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure. I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They've crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. Good. Now go. I was wondering how much use he could get out of a phone in a mine. Miles and Zane quietly head back towards the entrance. He sounds like he's a rocket power kid. Oh, it's so true. Whoa, alright. You owe me a ghost hunt. Alright, let's get this over with. Okay, so we have book smart, and then we have some regular exploration stuff. So let's do the book smart or mystical. No, let's do the book smart explorer. I've read a lot of stories about cave rescuers needing their own rescues. Should we get some professionals down here? Are we biting off more we can chew? Please don't make me regret staying down here. Oh, don't worry, you guys. It'll be fun. And safe. Call everything fun and safe. And here I am. Still in one piece. Yeah, but you almost weren't. That's the thing. You equally could have died. There's no way around it. I can feel the depths call out to us, and we are destined to answer their call. Please save the spooky one-liners for when we're someplace this isn't. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're all out of here. My treat. You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella ventures forward. As the 3 of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble. To Gretchen, there's only pet or no pet. Because we're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Harsh. Whoa, that is so uncalled for. Yeah, right? I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Fuck you. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Meat Rice sounds like an awesome product. I'm genuinely curious about Meat Rice. Please tell me more. No, it doesn't. Look, all I'm saying is ground meat and rice. Dang, Stella, Meat Rice, that's a big deal. They're like on like every podcast. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. Are you okay, Kanika? Yeah, it's fine. Just can't believe we have to deal with that Becker girl slandering us while we're sticking our necks out for her. God, I hate her. Normally I'd say she's just a kid, but wow, if she doesn't have an uncanny ability to go right for the jugular. Here's the thing. You say that like that's a surprise, Stella. Like, children can be extremely brutal, especially teenagers. Like, teenagers do not have chill. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. No, you don't. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. That man has feminine hips. That's the thing I'm sensitive about, right? Another knock. Closer. Interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another. Followed by another. Is it just me, or is the knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, not just you. You know the John Mulaney bit? I'm sure I've heard it. I can't recall it right now. But I've heard a lot of his bits, so... Okay. That knocking is starting to freak me out. It's only just starting to freak you out? It freaked me out as soon as it happened when a kid wasn't doing it. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Is it? Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. That sounds just the active mind echoing through the walls, right? Nah, Tommy knockers. Sure of it. Tommy knockers aren't real, but there's a reason people think they make those sounds. And it's not coincidence the whole Tommy knocker myth is tied to mind collapses. Are you sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? I mean, we're still able to hear their voices. At the very least, we're all heading in the same direction. No, let's just keep going. Oh, I would hate this. I would hate this so much. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panic arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you, but at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. Well, looks like the only way forward is that pit, and it sounds like there's somewhere down there. I've never been this far in. It looks like a death trap. Are you sure you want to go down there? You can wait up here, Neeks. I don't think I can climb down and hold Gretchen. Alright. I'm not going to argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright. Let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. That bitch is crazy. Oh. Alright, let's follow Stella. Oh! The face! Stay safe, Deckard. I will try. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, I don't like the sound of the breathing. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yep, they're close. Sounds like they're really lost. Voices around you, those of the teens and your companions sound odd. Distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Good lord. Hey, are you alright, Deckard? Bear witness. Still reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. Still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Deckard, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. Looks like you had a seizure or something and then you just honked out. He's okay, Kanika. Thank God. Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I are gonna go get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? Oh, is she tearing up? You fade back out of consciousness as your companions clamber out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Oh, I hate that. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming through the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. So it's the sound of mining picks. Presumably they're trying to mine out of the collapsed tunnel. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teens echoing down the stone corridors. Wait, did we not save the teens that we came down to get? Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. You wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly definite voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to the left, out of the breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't leave them there. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. Don't be a hero. Heroes and mind collapses are just more bodies that need to be recovered. Another dusting of debris falls from the ceiling. You don't have long until his mind collapses. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, the problem is, if we leave, they are gonna die. But if we go, Rosalina might die. I don't think we're gonna die, but I do think she will die. Oh, no. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Okay. Well, okay. So if Rosalina isn't, or Rosalina, if she's not in front of me, then she won't die. Because, like, if I'm not gonna die, then she's probably not gonna die. I think we go after them. Shitty as they were, They are still kids. You're making big bets right now. Look, I know, okay? I'm making assumptions. And the, like, hammering in my ears is not helping with, like, the logical part of the brain. Okay, let's go after Becca. No man left behind. Go back to save Becca and Alexis. Okay, let's do this. Because here's the thing. If anything did happen to them, she would blame herself for the rest of her life. Guaranteed. Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. Okay, don't run in front of me. That's a bad idea. The mine shakes with every new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you've been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? We're coming. Just stay where you are. No, I don't need to freak her out anymore. Keep going. You push forward, focused on following Rosalina as she darts ahead. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Hey, wait. Your pants were torn before. You're not real. You're not the real Becca. Your pants magically untore themselves. Okay, I think I just grab them and start running. Let's just go. You reach forward and forcefully grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way towards the entrance, pieces of rock littering the path around you. As you reach the pit, you and Rosalina direct Becca and Alexis to the ladder. They start climbing. Climb out of the pit. Why can't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. Continue towards the entrance. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, you gotta go faster. We're almost there, I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Oh no! And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads to the mine entrance. I can hear voices in there. Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. That means the cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Becca squirms through the gap in the boards and scampers away. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. Okay, well... This sucks, but the alternative is those other two guaranteed would have died. Becca sucks on ice, agreed. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. I'm going to go get Tabby. I saved all of them. Okay, fair. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry, I'll be back. We're gonna get you out of there, you're gonna be fine, okay? Decker and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. Yeah, let's be mystical. Look, there's only the present moment. Just focus on your breath. Thanks. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you. I'm glad everybody else made it out okay. I couldn't have done it without your help. Oh. You should stop hanging out with Becca. She bullied both of you into doing things. And that's why you shouldn't drink underage. That's... okay. I think the bigger thing is don't go into mines that can collapse and are known for collapsing. Well, yeah, I think Alexis is right, though. I think you are very mature for your age. Worrying about others at a time like this. You're more brave than a lot of adults I know. Which is so comforting. I know, right? It's true, Rosalina. You're really brave. Braver than I am, and smarter. If I hadn't stuck with Becca, maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have been different. It's just not fair that this happened to you. You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. Still awake, it just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together. Waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I turned my head and saw a badass skeleton with a burger, and, like, my brain had to stop for a moment because that's such an awesome name. So, hi, welcome in. Okay. I love this game, it's awesome. It's my first time playing it. Lamb has played it, and has urged me to play it, and is trying to get, like, everyone to play it, so... I'm enjoying it so far. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. Be out of there soon. Deckard, I'll be having a word with you. What's your traits? I picked book smart and mystical. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance, and the nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man, you have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosa, sweetie, I'm here. Oh no, Oscar. I'm so sorry. Dad, I'm sorry. Right, I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry, it's okay, we're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Have the men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out of the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean, I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise. We're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can. I promise you won't be alone. Here's the thing. This is... Of the things that could have happened to her, this one's actually probably, like, the least bad. They could at least, like, tourniquet her and then keep her fluids up. And she'll, like... They can at least keep her stable until she gets there. Least bad is nothing. I know. Well, okay, like, sure, nothing could have happened to her, but then 2 other kids would be dead. Love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. I saved them all. Wait, so when you saved them, did she not get hurt? I'd be curious what happened. Everyone was fine. Wow. I genuinely have no idea how to do that. Yeah, with certain traits you can avoid the dilemmas. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? What happened there? Goddamn after school special happened there. Was book smart and keen eye. Yeah, I was torn between I wanted to do book smart, but then I was torn between mystical or hot. Because I thought it'd be funny to be like the hot nerd. Alright, Oscar, I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. At least nobody died. What happened, though? It's like the seams of reality are fraying here. No one is safe. Ominous, but not helpful. What Deckard is trying to say is that Tommyknockers brought down the mine. I can't believe they're actually real, but I got some audio of the knocking on my phone. They must have been furious that we went down there. It doesn't matter what caused it. I'm just sorry it happened. I did Mystical Hot my first run. Ah, truly. Truly a perfect choice. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. That's not true. She would absolutely still do that. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse. Tell us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it alright if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. Oh, I do like Alexis. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Okay, let's talk about my vision. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. I saw what happened to this place. The Scarlets caused the old collapse. Charles Shaw was set up. No way. Dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets are monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? Visions aren't real. Visions can't be real. That would be magic. I don't know, Neeks. Decker had like a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. The next round did street smart and powerful build and was an asshole to every single character. Oh no. I don't know if I can be an asshole to some of these characters. I like them too much. Doesn't mean he had an actual vision. There has to be some other explanation. Okay, well. Entities in the mines? I saw something down there like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind Stella right before you two left, and then they followed Rosalina and I when we went after Beck and Alexis. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you in that carving. That's super weird. Oh, hi Marky, welcome in. Dead miners, ironically that's adult content. Oh no. Hi Marky, welcome to Scarlet Hollow. It's definitely a normal visual novel where nothing weird happens. Certainly not ghost miners collapsing a mine on top of us. That dog reacted to my joke. Gretchen does have a personality. Yeah, I was gonna say, what is it, Lamb? Yeah, there you go. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, and I couldn't see anything down in that pit, but you might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actually bona fide ghosts? Stella. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe we're entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well. I don't know what else they'd be. Be sure to pay attention to the backgrounds occasionally. There's so much neat stuff you can spot if you're looking for. I have been looking at some of the stuff. Like, we have caught a couple of things in the background. Like, for example, the fact that Stella was wearing a Mothman shirt in the first act, and they talk about it later that the Mothman symbolizes that a bad omen and that bad things are going to happen. Also, funny enough, she's wearing a shirt that says Ghost Tracks, which, you know, this was a track or trail in a mine that had ghosts in it. I have no idea what happened here. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Think Rosalina's gonna be okay? The paramedic said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. Yeah, genuinely, I can't believe that you left me down there. Lay off her. She didn't leave when she did. The ambulance might not have gotten here in time. No, Kanita, it's okay. I'm sorry. You don't know what it was like seeing you like that. I was scared. At least you're alive, right? I feel bad coming down on her like that, but it was really weird that she just all of a sudden was like, we're gonna leave the mine, when she could have just told Kanika to go call an ambulance. There's something telling me that this was only the beginning of our ditchling problem. Now that you mention it, Kanichia's mom said that the numbers we saw in the woods were a big deal. Nobody even died here tonight, and I feel like we're left with even more questions than we had this morning. And we had a lot of questions. But hey, maybe we just averted whatever disaster they were here to predict, though. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern, right? What happens now? Oh, hello. You kind of startled me, Tabitha. What happens now is we have a word. All of us. What the hell were you three doing here? I thought I told you to stay out of trouble, yet here you are at the scene of what was almost a deadly accident. How did you manage this? Abby, come on, it's not Deckard's fault. Sel's right, if this is anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine in your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. If anything happens to Rosalina, it's on you, Tabitha Scarlet. How dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying, cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. Yeah, nothing says cool place for teens to hang like an empty area where no one can find them and they can drink as much as they want without anyone telling them what to do. Surely not a cool place for teens, right? You know, now that I mention it, maybe that is a cool place for teens. You three were up here with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of there sooner? I mean, look, we did try. No point arguing with her. Yeah, I will say, hey, Tabitha, maybe you should, you know, cool it, because, like, if we weren't here, you have one kid in an ambulance instead of 5 that have been buried alive. Fine, you're right. At least nobody died, probably. What a heartfelt apology. Come on, guys. What's the point of arguing like this? I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but what's it going to accomplish other than bruised egos? You're right. Come on, we're leaving. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick and don't you dare try and pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? I mean, we witnessed this too. They are shitty cops, that's so true. Oh sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. What a coincidence running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. What happened to the other deputy? Pleased to meet you. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. Man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events last night, even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so no way to confirm until we can track him down. Now, I understand both of these were terrible, unfortunate events that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And we have to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in these shuttered mines owned by your family? Why were they down there? I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk to the man that's been stalking me. His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at the mines here. That seems an awful lot like deflection to me, wouldn't you say so, Earl? It's a nice town. People don't go talking about stalking strangers in these places. Please, I'm in fear for my life. Alright, fine, we'll take a description. Derrickson scribbles down your description of Wayne. You watch too many movies, kid. Now, can you tell us what happened down there? We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course. Very noble of you. Pardon our questions. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back to the mine. Derrickson takes note as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. This is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey. Guess the cops are done with you. What, are they going to take you in for being present in an accident? Sorry if they give you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now, come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, Deckard? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around and almost get killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. He can make his own decisions. Yeah, I can go run around and get killed all I want. Not while he's under my roof. To be fair, I wasn't threatened under your roof. And I've slept out of your house more than I've slept in your house. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, she grabs your arm and drags you towards the car. I'll text you when you're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. So, normally she looks very, like, almost like Mr. Burns creepy, but, like, this specific profile picture of her looks really good. Like, I don't know if it's, like, the way her hair is hanging, or if it's, like, just the general profile of this look. But, like, this is like when she doesn't look like she wants to kill me. How are you holding up? Her posture's better. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't think you want me to answer that question. Oh. Yeah, thank you for the posture check. I just, cracked my back on my chair. Like a glow stick. Why do you treat Stella like that, by the way? Didn't you two used to be friends? I don't want to talk about Stella, and it's none of your business anyway. I'm sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Okay. Drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixated on the road. You know what? Ride in silence, then. She does not seem like she's going to answer me at all. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. Once again, you cross the threshold into the estate, and the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Look, why did you even invite me here? It does seem like you hate me. It's like I've caused you nothing but grief since the moment I stepped foot in town. I don't hate you, I'm just trying to get through the week. The same as you should be doing. Just don't want you to get hurt. I'm tired and I'm going to sleep. She turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. Head empty, no bruises or lumps, valleys or bumps, smooth brain. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. Oh my god, I hate these things. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. Yeah, poor Kanika. Think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. They're just chilling. Yeah. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy. Knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. Your eyelids slipping down over your open eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh. Hello. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even when it's unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Good night, Frou-Frou. What is going on? Oh. Okay. Okay, this is definitely an area we were told not to go. Whimsical Tree episode. Finish episode with Booksmart and Mystical. Okay, so basically we just got the achievements for finishing the chapter. Alright, cool. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Okay, so let's save. Continue. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 3? No. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. We should probably take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume me. You're done here. Wash away your sins! We took a shower. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Let's message the... Well, okay, let's check with, Stella first. I miss your guest bed, lol. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Look out the window. You walk over to the window, fondly thinking about the pleasant view it provided you Monday. It's the same view. You turn back to the guest room. Check the closet. Oh, the doll is still there. I hate it. That's enough of this closet. Let's text the group chat. I get to meet Reese today. No, send a photo of a pained old man. That's very me. Ah, yes, perfect. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Oh, good content. Probably be a bit before you get a response. Head downstairs. Then everything you've wanted up here. It's time to start your day. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Yeah, who's that? Oh, this must be the caretaker. Rufu glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Tabitha did mention that she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming in today. That's right. I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. What cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I can have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Deckard. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you. I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company. What with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? This is why you don't talk to Janie. Janie's fine. Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Okay. Any updates on Rosalina? Yeah, they had to take her foot. You're lucky that wasn't you. What were you thinking going down there without me? Tabitha takes one spoonful of ice cream and discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible has wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Hold on. You can't just tell me that she lost a foot and just move on like nothing happened. Just because something terrible happened to someone doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. Life has to go on. And let me assure you that what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now, shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt from something I had nothing to do with? Here's the thing. You kinda did have something to do with it. Because again, need I remind you, it is your mind that had a history of collapsing. But I haven't had breakfast. Should have thought about that before sleeping in so late. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just want to say I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Could have happened to nicer people. Last night was an unavoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Oh dear, that sounds just dreadful. Have you considered stopping by the church at some point this week? Actually, no, I haven't. My husband's the pastor and he's going absolutely stir crazy since we moved here, with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk through your worries. I don't know. I'm not really that religious. That's alright. My Daniel likes to talk with all sorts of people. He just wants to extend support to anybody who needs it. Feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door's always open. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? I'm going to stop the two of you right there. Deckard, I'm busy and not in the mood to stand around and wait while you play Nancy Drew with my cleaning lady right in front of me. We're leaving. Bye, Janie. Alright then, be safe there, you two. Practically drags me from the estate, one hand clasped firmly around your arm. She continues to drag you all the way into her car, and from there into town. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than making conversation. Oh. Hi, Sass. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing in the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Nod sagely. After everything that's happened the past few days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the general store bursts open. A flustered kitty kid exits, shouting behind her. She also exists. Fine, okay, keep calling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but maybe you could, like, not be an asshole about it. Spend all day cleaning and trying to get the kids clean. Oh. Good luck. I hope you get some rest. That's very Hemingway of you. It worked out great for all his characters. And for him. Books are for children. I read expense reports now. That is demonstrably not true. Come on already, let's go. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning, is the new blend ready? Of course. Deckard, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with tinkling of bells. You know what? Let's chat with Miles. So Miles, before you finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling bells announcing another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Deckard, aren't you? My name's Beau. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. He was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty's our prized pumpkin. She was a big lady, too. I expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. Ooh. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. This stressed me out so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say you should let the police handle it. No offense to the policeman, but they don't seem to be looking for him very hard. If that means it's up to me to go out there and find him, I suppose that's what I'll do. Look, I can't tell you it's not safe. That's what my mama said too, but I ain't got much else to do with my day. All the crops have been harvested, the chores have been tended, I may as well be useful. Thanks for looking out for me, and please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gonna make myself breakfast, meet at library after and figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, Law, if you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. You have a pleasant time, you have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. We could wait for Tabitha. No, we're gonna go swing by Stella's to talk. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Knock on the door. Your renewed effort is immediately met by the sound of an excited Gretchen. Oh! Oh, look at that baby. Look at that baby. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in. A lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Stella talks on the other side of the room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. Offering biscuits after I've had one at Winnie's. Someone's got a secret family recipe, huh? Maybe. I never said they're as good as Winnie's, but I've certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. I'm more of a toaster waffle person, I think. Don't trouble yourself. Toaster waffle is fine by me. That's probably for the best now that I think about it. Making a big breakfast seems like more hassle than it's worth. We can have a chill morning instead. Alright, let's get started. Okay, well now we're definitely gonna see ghosts because she's wearing like a Ghostbusters uniform, basically. Oh, I can flirt with her. Okay, we gotta flirt with her, right? Is there any reason not to flirt with her? Okay. Do we have any reason not to flirt with her? We have the option. No, I'm gonna flirt with her. That's a cute jumpsuit. Oh, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. Really? This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos, though I guess you might call it unlucky since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Yeah, let's do it. Waffles are in the toaster. Should just be a couple of minutes. If you don't mind, I'm gonna make an egg for myself while we wait. Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like it over easy. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happening while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? And have you heard anything from Oscar? Oh, I haven't actually gone to go see anybody else. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I managed to slip off while she was picking up tea. Glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it's been the two of us running in terror from the monsters of the day. I met Bo at the general store this morning. Poor guy. How's he doing? Apparently Big Betty's gone missing. Really? How does a 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear? The cops still haven't found Duke's body. He says he wants to look himself. Sounds dangerous. We stay safe. The thing is, I think she'd be mad if we didn't tell her. So, I haven't talked to Oscar yet, but apparently they had to amputate Rosalina's foot. The color drains from her face. Oh no. Stands silent for a moment for perking up. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can even do. Though, cleansing his house of his spiritual resident will probably be helpful too. Hope you haven't forgotten about our ghost hunting plans today. How are you still so positive after the... No. I know that she, like... It's just how she deals. Oh my god, I just noticed the picture of Gretchen in the background. Alright, tonight's hunt. Let's see. I'm extremely pumped. Excellent. Me too. If there's a ghost, I hope it tries to communicate with us instead of trying to scare us. I want to know what it's like to be dead, or if there's more ghosts out there. And hey, if there's anything like the other ghost hunts I've been on, it'll be a much appreciated breather. Unless you count Tommy knockers as ghosts. Or Wayne. Oh, looks like the waffles are done. They can cool down for a second while I finish the eggs. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. Is she blushing? I can't tell if that's just the angle or if she's actually blushing. So we're gonna meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stay in the way of us and friendship. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. No, we don't need to push on that at all. You and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's just so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days. Though, again, better circumstances would be nice. Do you ever hang out with Avery? Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem like a stranger, well, with who you're related to. Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close on the heels of all that stuff with the accident, so I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with them outside of that. I should talk to them sometime. She keeps referring to the accident, so let's ask. What happened to your parents? She tenses. Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't wind up going to college. Not much more to be said. I'm so sorry, Stella. It's okay. It happened. Nothing I can do about that. Can we talk about something else, though? It means a lot to me that you care. I just really don't like talking about this. Let's talk about Tabitha. I'm sorry that she's kind of a jerk to you. I mean, she's probably like that to everybody, but still, sorry. I don't think it's true. She's distant, sure, and kind of terse, but I think that's just her way of joshing with me. Like the whole banned from the mind thing. She's so funny. I just don't like the way she treats you. You deserve better. But she treats everyone like that. I'm just more persistent. If everyone backed off and Tabitha acted prickly around them, she'd be entirely cut off from the rest of the world. Besides, it's not like everyone treats me like that. I've got you, for instance. What exactly is your history with my cousin, anyway? I guess I can spill the beans. I suppose you could say we kind of dated. Oh, no! Oh, I do like that for her, but that is really funny. It was never really official, and she might tell a little bit differently. But as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you. Oh, no. Oh, man. That's unexpected. So you play for left field, then? Huh. Okay. What was it like dating her? She's hilarious, and I don't know, it's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. Now things are awkward. I like the challenge of breaking down all those walls she'd built around herself. It was kind of like taming a wild animal, you know? But it all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance of hanging out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was, well, it's ancient history. You can't change the past. You think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought of moving away? Hard to say. The house means a lot to me. The town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons, or the right person. Okay, she's definitely blushing, because every time she mentions a thing that alludes to her liking me, she blushes a little bit. How's the food coming? Funny you should ask, looks like we're done here. And with that, breakfast is served. Sometimes all you want is a waffle and some egg. I'm so glad you came over today. I'm having a bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple of nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I need a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. If they're even still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet with Oscar and see how Rosalina's doing. Gretchen barks at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. You should let Avery know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if they work today, but I shouldn't keep giving my reasons not to reach. Yeah, I shouldn't keep giving myself reasons to not reach out to them. What a sentence. Let's finish up and head on over. Should bring some biscuits for the mayor. Spend some quality time with Stella. Southern hospitality. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Hopefully everyone gets here soon. Hey, came over as soon as I got your message. I had no idea this was going on today. Thanks so much for the heads up. I thought those were like avocados or limes on their shirt for a second. You get to meet the mayor, yay! Hell yeah. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Oh hey Avery, here to see the mayor? Kind of. I mostly stopped by to see all of y'all. The diner's been buzzing about what happened last night. It's just awful, poor Rosalina. I hope she's doing okay, but it sounds like... Avery glances around before leaning in, lowering their voice. This is just between us, but it sounds like the miners might strike over this. Getting really serious. Oh, whoa. Power to him. It's about time. Though, can you strike without a union? I don't think you can legally call it a strike. I think you have to say it's collective action or something. Still, I hope Tabitha is shaking in her boots about it. Are things in the mine really that bad? Poor Tabby's really going through it this week. Stella. Forget I said anything. Looks like it's our turn with the mayor. Oh. Oh, I love Mayor Jimmy. Oh, and the pictures of the previous mayors. Oh, Mayor Jimmy in your little hat. Yep, he's a dog. You can tell this is a dog. You can tell this dog is a mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man beside him is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. He knows you have something. Mayor Jimmy, how would you like this campaign contribution? You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly in their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir. Drop it! Generous campaign contribution. Donate to a local politician. The security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Oh hey, you finally got rid of those things. Thank God. You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, then he'll be hell to pay. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Oh, how regal. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach for the paw and take Mr. Mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. He's pretty cute, too. It's almost like he really thinks he's the mayor, the way he sits all regal like that. He returns to you conspiratorially. Though to be honest, I voted for Daisy in the last election, but don't tell him that. Gretchen swarms and Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Oh! She's fangirling. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Oh, never mind. They just hate each other. Oh. Stella walks off struggling to hold Gretchen back. Look at all of these babies and the dog cookie jar. Oh. Look at that dog cookie jar. Can you enable your quick follow them? It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up with your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, okay, I know who you are. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Deckard. Everyone's been buzzy about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Yeah, probably hell. Given, you know, they're all, like, coal barons. I do. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Perlan's in hell. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Would you speak ill of Hitler? What about Mussolini? How do you feel about Jack the Ripper? Is there any dead that you would speak ill of? I'm just curious. I don't know how they made this guy so unsettling. I don't know. He does have the vibe of, like, you shouldn't trust this man. Maybe it's the music. Like, his leitmotif is very unsettling. Do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I've heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like provides them some sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them even in death. Is this about Perlan, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Dang, I thought you might have had some good ghost stories. I do have the best ghost story of all. The story of the Holy Ghost. Yeah, back off, preacher. I ain't buying what you're selling. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Thought I'd extend the offer in case you needed someone to talk to. The church doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day, Deckard. Terrifying. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Oh my god. Dad bod. I heard from Deckard what happened, Oscar. I'm so sorry. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now. But they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. We're here for you, man. Thank you. All of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taken my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd be some big bus accident. There'd been some big bus accident on the highway, and they need the bed, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted, the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. So they said bus accident, and Kanika was talking about how, I think she was driving, and there were, like, the things all over the road. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get to that ghost. If you like, we can cleanse your house while you go pick her up. Sounds like a good idea to do it while the sun is up anyway, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any cleansing attempts are gonna have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see it for myself. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. Don't worry, Oscar. We'll fix it. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. No, no, you're not going to try and get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? He'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Could we tell him? It's always better to know stuff like this. Withholding information and trying to keep people in the dark on purpose doesn't really help anyone. That's my opinion, at least. Anyway, y'all have fun at Dr. Kelly's place. Catch you tonight in the haunted house. See you, Avery. Anyway, shall we? Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Yeah, he definitely gave off bad vibes. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something with the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way now that I think about it. He must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends elsewhere. I wonder if the pastor's cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive, unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes someone just gives off bad vibes. Agreed, we're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha to ghost hunting? Please don't. Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine how much fun it would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You haven't given her a chance. Maybe she comes along tonight. The two of you will finally get along. No. Look, I'll invite her, okay? Kanika says you shoot your cousin a text and invite her to evening's ghost hunt. Alright, you invite her. Let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, we'll have a rare opportunity to forge a deep and lasting bond of friendship between the two of you. Head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of the Kelly residence. A cold hesitation grips you as the building's history looms over you from the hilltop. A refurbished Civil War hospital and tuberculosis clinic would be a strange and difficult place to live in during the best of times. You can only imagine the challenges of living there with a severe chronic illness. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountain that surrounds Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh, hello. You remind me of someone. It's too late, the door swings open. Hey, Reese. Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Deckard, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I get all the Deckard updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought you might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have those easy-chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella towards the van. What about you? You coming in? I'll wait for Stella and Kanika. Fine. A quiet sits in as you wait for Stella and Kanika to come back from the van. Okay, we're back. Great. Let's get this over with. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wander into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance. The only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine, as long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be down the stairs. You won't even know we're here. Boyfriend. Yeah, I could see it. Make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is where you might expect what you might expect of a torture artist who spends all of his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles and corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. It's incredibly eerie. I do like his art. Like, it's all really creepy. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Let's see. I do think your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she's a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's just looking out for me. Oh, we could flirt with him immediately. We're kind of flirting with her right now, and I don't know how she'd feel about me flirting with him, so we'll hold off, but... I'd be curious if there's anyone who you don't date in this. Because he's boyfriend. She's kind of hot. I'm not gonna say it, but if I was playing like Street Smart and hot, I would do that. Yeah, I guess we could just leave it at that. Has Stella told you everything about what's happening the past couple of days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures repeatedly towards the wall of the basement. Are you sure you can't sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. Sorry, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can do to rescue me. There's nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought it was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Oh, gross. Yep, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse. Probably not, but it's not got a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or Doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people changed. Maybe she's nicer now. Do She's so terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think about Wayne? Who? You know, the guy that's been following Deckard around being all ominous. Oh yeah, the slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. What are you sick with? Sorry, Reese. Deckard is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay, I've come to terms with the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I can live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future's unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't have to worry. You really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. True, we'll all be warm someday, but we're just gonna make the best of what we got. See? Deckard gets me. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. Oh no. Let's talk about your art. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint, the brushes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguish being within. Real Goya Black Period vibes with a healthy dose of Bekinski. Or, yeah, Beksinki. Return to Worm. Hello, Nabzar. Yes, indeed, Return to Worm. Yeah, I definitely could see the Goya inspiration. I feel the emotion you put into these. They're writhing, just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean. I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it feels like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint. And when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out, and all the vile things inside of me have been sealed away in the canvas. It's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. Sounds kind of like therapy. That seems healthy, probably. Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so. It works for me, at least. I wonder if he's not sick, but if he's cursed. And he is actually, like, trapping the things in the paintings. You three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K through 12. Not exactly a one-room whole schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends at their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I was rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. I'll invite him even if he's gonna say no. He's just cursed, he just needs a little kissy. I can fix him. I can take it all out. Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh, wow. You think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best of luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking in town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera. I want to see everything that happens. I can so fix him. Okay. Lamb, if I say who he reminds me of, you might hate it. You always do that. Do you want me to say it? Because I can I can leave you in blissful ignorance. But I do know who he reminds me of now. So his design is like you took all of the saturation out of Shaggy. Like, I genuinely, because it's like you took all the color out of him and all that's left is the gray and silver. Like, this shirt may have once been green. His hair was probably like a brownish color. I don't care. Fair enough. I was just like, something about the design. I'm like, man, I swear I've seen this look before. And I think I looked at like his chin and like the pronounced Adam's apple and was like, oh my god, it's Shaggy. It's goth emo Shaggy. You can't ruin my goth nihilistic scrawny boyfriend. Fair enough. And I love that for you. That's quite a movie collection you got. Got any recommendations? Let me think. Oh, have you heard Shi no Chi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently. It blew me away. Shi no Chi Deathblood. Is that a real movie? Hang on. Shi no Chi Deathblood. Okay, apparently it's not a real movie, but it's based on a real movie called Norway the Curse. Let me think. Oh, okay, I already read this. Excellent. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Maybe we could do a movie night later this week. Is your mom gonna let us? I don't see why she wouldn't. It's just a movie. Oh my god, yes, we haven't had a movie night in years. If you need someone to pose for your paintings this week, that would be incredible, though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it would be great to use a model other than myself and to have some company. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Yes, that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing the germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered to a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. You felt this before, in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through layers of rock trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Something wants you to find it. Oh my god. I like this trope. Oh, mystical, I can snap myself out of it. Okay, well clearly we have to do that option, right? Snap yourself out of it. You do your best to snap yourself out of it, turning into the bathroom and dutifully washing your hands before joining your companions at the table. Open the door. No, I refuse. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Hinika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his doctor. Next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with sharp, fierce gaze. I embarrass myself in front of hot mom. Oh no. She sits opposite to you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. I was compelled to. Book smart. She's the town doctor. The dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Hang on. That's horseshit. Because you're saying that he can't keep food down and you need to control everything that he eats, but you're willing to give him jarred pasta sauce? Excuse me? I'm sorry, mommy. Just a little asbestos. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. If you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know no thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. God, this makes me want pasta. I don't need it, but man, this does make me want like pasta and some garlic bread. It's the MSG. Oh, you're so right. It's like this starch and the red sauce. I like it too much. Hot and scary. Have you ever heard of fictitious disorder? Of course I have. I went to medical school. What's fictitious disorder? Silence falls over the dinner table. It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose, or does it to someone else. Oh. Great dinner rolls, Dr. Kelly. Why would you do that? I didn't make them. I just put them in the oven. The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. You're so brazen. I'm just curious, that's all. The danger. I do like this angle for him. I think that this is like a very flattering angle. It's very it's not the right pose for it, but it's very like the thinker. Let's talk about Reese. Does no one in this town have two parents? No. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. Can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Dead Moms Club V2. V3! Thanks, Doc. What exactly does he have? I'm not poisoning my son. So you can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. He has I'm gonna fucking die disease. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Akela is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Deckard is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you can do. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence's Dr. Eyes shoot open. Reese? Oh. Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Holy shit. I was about to have a fucking heart attack because I thought the leaves were him falling over out of the chair. Me when my tummy hurt. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. We can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him, I know that, and he knows it. But all any of you would do is get in the way, so just leave us, please. Did they chowder her pattern? I think so, yeah. Look, don't think I don't know something is up here. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Oh my god. Look, I have chosen to be the blunt person who talks weird mysticism to people. You're such a powder keg. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face as the click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Fictitious disorder. Do you really think Reese's mom is making him sick? If she is, I swear to God, she wouldn't. That's so horrible. Who would do something like that to their own kid for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there. I'm certain of it. That would be really weird. If you find it, do you think you get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what the carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on the bad vibe that Deckard got. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? Like, related to what you felt in there? If he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? It makes more sense if he has a genetic condition, assuming there isn't any foul play. Well, there's a lot of reasons why he would potentially have it that she does not. Cursed with hot. Powder cake emoji gib. It's not just any bad vibes, it's mystical bad vibes. Oh yeah, it's here we go. Here we go. It's mystical bad vibes TM. All right. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we could do about it right now. We probably could go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun's setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if running away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint... Oop. Hang on. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of the time is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there. And you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghosts metaphors too? Enter the library. How much do I get? What do you mean? Are you finishing the chapter? So I was wondering, this might actually be a good place to stop it on for today. Because I don't know where another good stopping point would be. And I don't know how long this part's gonna take. Not a cliffhanger. That's the perfect time to end it. What do you mean, not a cliffhanger? It's a cliffhanger for me, too. I want to know what happens. So, okay. So, I do think that this is probably going to be a good place then. Because we've been streaming for about 2.5-ish hours. Maximum anguish. Look. I could keep going, but I do think that we need to like pace this one. Decorative maximum damage. I can't help it, okay? For real, I do agree though. Are you agreeing with me not ending it on a cliffhanger, or are you agreeing with me ending it like here? Next chapter is my favorite. Are you wanting me to finish this chapter? Because I could try and finish it. No. Okay. I don't know, because then I won't let you stop. Well, so that's the thing, right? I think next time what we could do is we could finish this chapter out and then go into the next chapter as far as we can. Because I'm not sure like where we'll end up for that one. No. Okay. We'll figure it out. So, thank you all for joining me. So at the moment we are currently doing Rogue Trader on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think what we'll continue to do is we'll just have this on the schedule for Saturdays. We'll continue doing it at the time slot it is, but depending upon what we have going on, because like Lamb and I do have other stuff that we have to do. Not today necessarily, but in the future we may have other things we have to do on Saturdays. So I do think we'll like try and be flexible with how long this one runs. But I am enjoying it so far. It is a little interesting. What the fuck is that? I just noticed these things. Ditchlings. Yeah, I see the ditchlings, and I see this thing in the window. Yeah, it's Wayne. I do see Wayne. Okay, well, anyway. The creepy, ominous things happening aside, thank you all for joining me. We will continue doing this again next Saturday. If for whatever reason that changes, if something comes up, I will update on the Blue Sky. So Elton, you should come back next week. Yeah, like, once again, thank you for following and for joining in. I will be continuing this next week as best I can. I do have, so we actually blew past it now, the 150 follower milestone, which I was very happy about. I do have a Discord that I'm setting up, but I need to figure out how best to invite people to that. And I do want to get some of my other like streamer friends in there so that I can like hammer out some of the permissions for some of the different channels. But that will get posted on Twitch at some point. I will post a link to it on Twitch. So all of that being said, thank you all for joining me. Normally it's evening when I say this, so I'll say it anyway, but have a good evening, have a good day, have a good night. Let me see if we can find a raid.